Good morning, boys and girls. You're welcome to yet another session, A03, Writing for Academic and Professional Success. The last session, we were talking about different genres of writing. Genre, as I told you, is nothing but different kinds of writing. Now, we talked about essay writing. We talked about research papers as a part of academic writing, and also research papers and articles. It was in that context we were talking about two important documentation styles, if you remember. MLA, Modern Language Association style, and APA, American Psychology Association style, two styles popularly, commonly followed in Indian universities. Other than these two documentation styles, I was also talking to you about different universities having their own documentation styles. For example, Chicago University, and also I talked to you about Cambridge, Oxford, and Harvard universities, which have their own documentation styles. And so a research scholar, while preparing a research paper or an article to be published in a journal, it has to be done, the methodology or the documentation style that has to be adhered to is according to the necessity or according to the style followed by that university or institution. That was what I was talking to you about research papers and articles. I told you, as an academician, it is quite mandatory that you publish research papers and articles in journals of repute. After that, I was talking to you about proposal. Proposal is nothing but a plan. Now, as an academician, you undertake projects. In your practical life, you undertake business endeavors. In all these, you have to have funding agencies to help you. As far as an academic project is concerned, you have to get your assistance, financial assistance, from funding agencies like the UGC, CSIR, etc. While you are in practical business, you may have to avail a loan from a bank. For all these, you have to give a proposal to the bank, a proposal to the authority under whom you are undertaking the project. So, how convincing your proposal is, is the success of the fund which is allotted to you, or the recognition or the registration which is given to you. In PhD programs also, I told you in the last session, in PhD programs also, you may have to submit a proposal before undertaking a PhD program, because then only the research supervisor will be able to understand that what the study you are going to make is something useful, relevant, and useful to the humanity as a whole. Now, after this proposals, that is, we talked about essays, research papers and articles, and we are talking about proposals. Now today we are going to discuss, in this session, we are going to discuss another genre, namely case study. Now, don't get worried about what is case study. Case study is only study a case and find a solution. Study a case and resolve it. Study a case and give your findings about it. That is what is known as case study. Very important in academic field, because many subjects, many areas of study make use of case study as a relevant, significant and useful tool for an in-depth study of the subject. Now, sorry. Now, what is this Shanna case study? It is an approach to writing. Actually, case study is something to do with writing again. It is an approach to writing and a method of study. Now, you have to pay attention to this. Case study as a genre, it is at the same time an approach to writing and a method of study. Usually this method, or this case study method, is used in social sciences and sciences like medicine. Now, I'll just give you an example. After after appearing for the competitive examinations, people get into medical colleges for their first course, that is first program, MBBS. Now, in medical colleges are always attached to some hospital, medical college hospital. Why is it? Because the aspirants or the MBBS students, they should have exposure to patients, and that is why a medical college is attached, a hospital is attached to a medical college. While if you have visited a medical college hospital, you might have seen this, that is, one or two senior professors coming along with a group of students to the patient's ward. They come there. Why do they come there along with the students? They want to explain to them different cases, the patients suffering from different kinds of diseases. As a part of their testing examination, these students, while undergoing the MBBS program, as a part of testing, each MBBS student is allotted one patient, one unknown patient, a patient which is not known to them, whom they have not visited so far. And the teacher, the professor, asks him or her to make a case study. You can ask questions to the patient. You can ask different kinds of questions to the patient as far regarding his ailments, his problems, and then depending on the answers given by them, you make a conclusion or you make a final assessment of what the ailment of the student is, of the patient is. This is a kind of a case study method which is followed in medical sciences. Now, in other sciences like say this is also widely used in psychology. Now, in teacher education programs, B.Ed courses, B.Ed, M.Ed, all these courses, you are allotted a class and you are asked to make a case study of an individual student who behaves differently from other student in the class. No, you make a case study of the student. You approach the student, you try to know about his family background. You make a study about the friends with whom he or she mingles with. You make a study about the travel, how he or she travels to the school or the college. all these the social environments, you make a study of, investigate, and then this exactly is called a case study of the particular individual or particular class or particular patient or particular college or particular school, etc. You can make case studies in all these cases, in all these different sections. Now, case study. Why case study? Why case study is accepted as a genre of writing in academic field? Because it actually enhances the critical thinking of the academician. It enhances the critical thinking ability of the student, academician. Now, the main skills involved in case study are problem solving, critical thinking, and writing. All these skills are tested while you make a case study. So case study as a genre, as a genre in writing, is used or is made use of in order to increase the critical thinking ability of the student, the student, and also critical thinking, problem solving. Now, another example of case study is while attending an interview in a company, say a manufacturing company, you are given a hypothetical, an imaginary situation by the board of interviewers. Say a question like this: for the last 3 weeks, the casual laborers of the company are on a strike, asking for hike in their wages. I repeat, a question asked by the board of interviewers to the employee who has come for an employment interview, that is management cadre. You are asked the question, see, for the last 3 days, the casual employees of the company are on a strike, asking for a hike in their wages. How are you going to deal with this problem? Or how do you solve this problem? Each person will have his or her own view about solving the problem. And you explain to the board of interviewers there, this is how I am going to solve the problem. Now, I gave you this as an example to explain to you how this is an imaginary or a hypothetical case, the word case, a hypothetical case given to you, and you are supposed to find a solution for this problem. This also is included in what is known as case study. Now, sample cases are given. As I told you, the medical college professor giving a sample patient to the student, and he or she is required to make a study of that particular patient and come to a conclusion, this is the ailment, this is the disease, and we have to give such remedies, the remedial measures to be taken. Now, hypothetical situation, I told you, it can be a case study, also can be on a hypothetical situation. I told you, I gave you the example of the interviewers of a company, manufacturing company, where you go for an employment. In the interview, they ask the question, see, for the last 3 days, the employees, the casual laborers here are on a strike, asking for a hike in their wages. How do you How do you solve the problem? How are you going to approach this problem and find a solution to the situation? Now, the steps involved, there are some steps involved in writing case study, in the case study. There are certain steps involved. I'll just read to you the steps. The steps involved in writing the case study include, that is the writing part of it, describing the situation. Describing the situation. Now, if it is a patient, you give the symptoms explained by him, what you see, what you observe about the patient. So, situation. Identifying the issues to be resolved. What are the problems actually of the patient? What problems have to be addressed by you, the one who makes the case study? To be steps involved: identifying the crisis, the issues to be resolved, analyzing the case. Now, once you get the problem, your own analysis of how are you going to understand that problem which you saw in the patient, or which you heard from the board of interviewers, that is the casual laborers on strike. How are you going to explain it? And then analyzing the case using theories and approaches relevant to the discipline. There are certain norms which are followed. While if you ask a few questions to the patient, the answer given by the patient leads you to a conclusion. So there is an accepted framework for that. In the case of the casual laborers on strike, this is not the first time. It has happened before also, and people have solved it, have solved the problem. So you have instances that has happened before you make the study, and so you do that. And then theories and approaches relevant to the discipline, giving recommendation. Now, after studying the problem, you give recommendation. Giving recommendations or suggestions, a series of approaches relevant, of steps to solve the problem, and then the possible way of solving the problem. All these are included in the steps that you should adopt in order to, while making a case study. Now, there is no standard format or a set pattern for a case study, but the following sections are commonly found in a case study. The following sections are seen in a case study, a case study report that are submitted. The following sections are seen. Let us go through these sections, and I'll also explain. No explanation needed for section. Introduction. Case study. You start with the case study report you write, academic. It is a part of, I told you, MBBS students, those who are undergoing teacher education programs. A class is given, or a student is given who is a problem child in the class. They ask you to make a study. So first, when you write the report, case study report, you make an introduction. You write an introduction. Then objectives or aims of the study. Why do you make this study? That is the second section. Third one, background history. Background history means such problem dealt with by academicians previously. Now, that is background or history. Now, review of literature. That is, review of literature is what others have told in making case studies of similar nature. What others have concluded, what others have recommended in making case studies of this particular area. That is and then is methodology. What is the methodology that you are going to adopt? I told you methodology is the way you are going to deal with the problem. Methodology. Review of literature. Results. Results means what is the what was the result of the study you made? Results, discussion of the results, recommendations. What are the recommendations that you put forward in order to solve the problem? And then conclusion of the case study. These are normally there is no set pattern, but this is the kind of commonly found pattern in writing a case study. Case study as an writing genre, a genre of writing. Genre, as I told you, is a kind of writing, and we have dealt with 4 of them now. First we dealt with essay writing, and second we dealt with the second one which we dealt with was research papers and articles. We also dealt with proposals, and finally we came to what is known as case study. In the next session, when we meet, we will discuss more genres, because knowing about different genres of writing are very important as far as academic writing is concerned. And academic writing is very important because for your success in any examination, any program of study which you pursue, it is very important that you know the correct way of writing, academic writing, different genres. Essays, I told you how to write them. Proposals and research papers and articles, I told you the importance of 2 styles and other styles followed by other universities. And then I also told you about proposals, as far as while undertaking a project. Before that, you have to give a proposal. Proposal is nothing but a plan to convince the authorities, the person concerned, that you are capable of undertaking a project which is relevant, which is useful to the society, and also which is feasible. And after that, we were talking about case study. Nothing but the word case in case study refers to an individual situation. I told you the individual situation of a patient in a medical college under the supervision of medical students and professors. I gave you the individual case of a student in a class who behaves and performs differently from others. A problem child, they are called sometimes, and you are asked to make a case study of that. So case study, very important, one of the very important genres of writing. Other genres to come in the next sessions when we meet. Thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.